up, collective? What's up, collective? I got my coin here from 1884 that I said I would use. And you guys, my nail broke. Let me turn this light up. Okay. What's going on out here in these spiritual streets, y'all? Cause yeah, it's been like what, 1-2 days I think that since I last posted. Yeah, so I have this coin here. It's from 1884. It was given to me by a friend, and it's a $1. So I'm gonna use this, okay? I used this yesterday, and I'm telling you, y'all, the energy off of this is insane. Okay, so let's see. I'm glad to, be back after, what was it, a day or two? I think it was like a day or something like that. So, we're going to see right now what Spirit wants us to know. And then, I want to get into my Voodoo Tarot book a little bit deeper. And I could pull a card from there. Because we're supposed to be going deeper into this, okay? And if you guys are not following me yet with this, I want you guys to follow it if you guys are, interested, okay? So first things first, like what we need to know, okay? What we need to know. First things first, okay? What we need to know. What we need to know, Spirit? What do we need to know? Okay, so all this flipped over. We got the King of Cups in reverse. He's in reverse. Somebody out here has a lack of emotional intelligence. This could be possibly somebody that you was dealing with, okay? And you just realize, like, this motherfucker, this person does not have the emotional intelligence that you thought that they had. So let's see. Okay, so this person who had a lack of emotional intelligence, okay? Somebody who was very, like, merciless and shifty. I don't know if you guys can hope you guys can see it. Would open my curtains. Merciful and shifty. Okay? Merciless, okay? That's even worse. Okay? Merciless and shifty. So the person that was in your energy who was lacking emotional intelligence and very shifty, extremely careless, okay? This person now has a will to want to create something with you, okay? Your energy, your inspiration, your creation, your creative force, and your strength is being noticed by this person. And so this person wants to come back in your energy. It says it down here, gain. Okay, so And so this person wants to come back in, okay? This false person wants to come back in because of their fears right now. Their fears is something about them being in fear, okay? Hold on, let me turn this way, y'all. Let me turn all the way around this other side. It's driving me nuts. Okay. So, yeah. So, it's something about fruitless overthinking. So, this person that had a lack of emotional intelligence wants to come back in and like, I'm getting like start over with you or something like that. They're having like a lot of unnecessary fears and doubts flowing through their head at this time. They could be valid, you know, they could be valid thoughts. So I don't want to necessarily say unnecessary thoughts. Is that even a word? Okay. Unnecessary thoughts. So at the end here, we have the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. This person wants to come back in because you were very efficient. You were responsible. Okay. Very conservative. You're not the person that like goes out there and who's out on the fucking party scene every goddamn day, every weekend and shit like that. Hell, every fucking month. For some, like some people only do that shit every blue moon. Okay, like me, I'm one of those people that shit, you fucking catch me outside somewhere, it's a every blue moon type of thing. And I promise you, it's either because I'm at a concert, okay, or I'm at the fucking grocery store. That's the only way that I'm surrounded by several different people, okay? Willingly, okay? I don't know about that fucking grocery store, though. That grocery store be tripping me the fuck out, man. Okay? Something about the grocery store, it gives me anxiety, okay? I hate the fucking grocery store. I like getting, you know, picking fresh items, food, things like that, but that fucking grocery store is like walking into a fucking portal, okay? It really is. So let's see what else we need to know. So this person who had lack of emotional intelligence was very fucking merciless towards you. They were, one minute they were nice to you, the next minute they were angry, the next minute they were confused, the next minute you didn't hear from them. This person is having a lack of control right now, okay? There's some sort of lack of control going on right now with this person, okay? And so you've inspired them, okay? Because I see strength is here. They notice your strength as well, okay? So this is not something that, you know, they notice this as well, okay? This is not something that they're denying anymore. Okay, whereas before they might have been in some sort of denial. And you've given this person the inspiration to want to create, okay, with you, you know, or just possibly to better themselves, okay? They want to create with you. This lack of emotional intelligence individual is coming in now because of the fears and uncontrolled thoughts of overthinking, okay? Overthinking the connection, overthinking where things took a turn downhill or for the worst, okay? And they see that you're a responsible person. It's like, wow, okay. You know, it's crazy when people like notice certain fucking things. It's not crazy, but sometimes it happens to you too, collective. Like, okay, like, yeah, we got this damn Emperor in reverse. Sorry, y'all. So we got the Emperor in reverse here. Failure to lead, ineffective, immature, weak, unreasoning, and overbearing. Okay. What the hell are we supposed to do with somebody like that, though? Like, what? How are we? How are we even? That's something that certain people they fail to realize, and it's going to take them some time to actually learn it. But it's like, what can you do with somebody? What can you do with somebody that is just all over the place? Like, you can offer your help, okay? Okay, you can offer help, but it's like, if the person is not willing to listen, they're gonna have to do that healing work on their own time. You're on your fucking own now, okay? Because it's like, if I try to teach you something, if I try to tell you something, I'm giving you insight on something, and you still choose to do the opposite, or you do something that doesn't even fucking make sense for you to do. You're literally going against the energy, okay? When you do something that you don't have no fucking business doing, you're going against the energy, okay? And a lot of the times when you go against the energy, you could come across some sort of force that you don't know how to shake or get rid of, some sort of entity or something like that becomes attached to you, okay? This failure to lead from this Emperor is because of his weaknesses or her weaknesses, okay? It says it here. It says unreasoning. So doing shit that just doesn't even really make sense to do, just doing it because it's they're living in a moment or something like that, okay? This person failed to lead, okay? But Spirit says you have new love coming in, unconditional love. Okay, not love under certain conditions. Oh, I'll only love you right today if I'm in a great mood. Or I'll only love you right today if you pay this bill for me. Or today if you pay this bill for me. Or a lot of people think like that. It's like transactional for them. We got the Ace of Cups here. Okay, like I said, it's new love, new friendship, beauty and opulence, pleasure, and self-love. You're taking the time out to pour into yourself, pour back into yourself. All that time, all that energy, all those hours, all those days, whatever it is that you poured into something, only for it to become fruitless, okay? Like, for it to not go anywhere, okay? Let's see, what else? What else we need to know, Spirit? Oh, snap. Y'all see that? Patience, unselfishness, timidity, control, decisions made, finding help. This is the Nine of Swords. Somebody is in the Nine of Swords right now. This could be you. This could have been you at one point. But now the tables have turned, and that Nine of Swords is now out of your back and into the person who tried to betray you. Okay? Gemini could be significant out here because Gemini is out here twice. Somebody is a Gemini going through this or has Gemini placements or something like that. Okay. Yeah. It's funny because I'm a Gemini. That's why y'all see the two. Okay. Yeah, we got Gemini out here twice. We got, what else we got out here? Yeah, we got Gemini, fire. Fire is out here twice. So it's a Gemini and a fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Okay, with this Gemini in the energy as well. Okay, it could be more than one Gemini because we got Gemini twice. So there's two Geminis out here in this energy. Okay, you could have realized that this emperor reversed, this false emperor, you could have noticed or realized that at some point that while you were dealing with this person, that you were still like, it was still like a third party situation. Okay. Whereas this person, this emperor would come around you like, you know, they wanted a fresh start. They wanted to learn something new. They wanted to heal and things of that nature. But it's just like every time this person went back home or away from you or something like that, they went right back to their old habits, their old ways. Okay, old drama, that type of thing. And each time they kept coming back to see you, right? They kept bringing back the energy, okay? The energy from the drama field, okay? Towards you. You know? You guys, I'm plugging up my phone. But these people, they brought the drama to you. Okay? You probably had many people tell you in your past that you are a very peaceful individual. And that's not a lie, okay? It's the motherfuckers that's coming in your energy that are ruining your peace. Not peaceful. Not at peace with themselves. Okay? That's what that is. And so it almost makes you feel like in some cases for some people, it almost makes you feel like you're fucking crazy in some way. Like you're in the fucking like real life Truman Show type shit. Okay? I don't know about y'all, but I honestly feel like that every day. I feel like that every damn day. And, you know, when I was younger and I saw that movie, it was trippy. It was trippy. And I didn't really understand fully. But now that I'm older, now that I'm grown and shit, yeah. When I was younger, the Truman Show, that shit was kind of like trippy to me, you know? And now, you know, I'm grown. I'm 35. I just turned 35 in June, okay? So it's like, yeah. So for you guys that are here, that are listening, I appreciate everybody for being here. Hello, you guys. Hi. Hi, Altia. Oh, thank you, Miss Golden One. Thank you. Yeah, y'all. Let me see. I'm just scrolling, reading y'all comments, okay? Yes, this is a collective read, okay? If you want a personal reading, you can DM me and we can go from there, okay? The personal readings that I've done, you guys, in the past, my clients were never disappointed, okay? They got all the information that they need plus more, okay? Whatever it is that you guys want to know, you want to tap into, you need clarity, you need answers, okay? Please DM me. I also have 4 different platforms that I'm on. And so I'm going to create a not personal, but I'm going to create a website specifically for my booking, okay? My bookings, okay, for reading. You're more than welcome to DM me, okay? You know, we can talk about anything that, you know, you want to talk about. I don't fucking judge, okay? I might sit there and fucking tell you, you know, some shit or two about myself. Because I always end up doing that when I do talk to anybody, you know what I mean, in personal readings. I end up sharing things about myself as well, you know what I mean? So it's not like it's just one-sided, you know. You know, I can relate to a lot of the shit that people have been going through. Like, I might not look like it, but guys, y'all, I've been drugged through the fucking mud. I done been fucking thrown in the fucking sea. I done had every fucking thing possible come my way, okay? Like, it got rough as hell, okay? Like, that's why I guess I got that, you know, switch where, hey, you know, I'm compassionate, understanding, loving, and all this, but, you know, hey, I'm still with the shits, okay? I grew up in Los Angeles and Compton, okay? Where I was forced to fight, forced to fucking, you know, defend myself when, you know, I was just trying to mind my own fucking business. So if you guys are wondering, like, where does that roughness come from? Where does that come from? Okay? And I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all out here in my collective, y'all the same way. Y'all the same way. Y'all done been through it. Y'all done had all kind of shit happen. You done had all kind of experiences. So yeah. Like, you a whole warrior out here. You a fucking soldier, okay? You a whole fucking soldier out here. Can't nobody fuck with you. Okay? And, you know, if you hear and you getting this information, you know what I mean? And you soak it up. You feel me? Even if you don't know, you don't fully understand, you know, you'll catch on. You catch on to this shit. If you just want to do better for yourself, just listen. You know what I mean? To people who, you know, are out here really, you know, out here doing, you know, good. Okay? We got the Hangman. Okay? Failure to give oneself, lack of sacrifice, indecision, frustrated action. So this person, okay, who made these decisions, okay, because in this Nine of Swords energy, you guys, in the Nine of Swords energy at the bottom here, it says finding help. Is this person trying to get help now? Are they realizing that they literally have some issues that they need to address? Right? What's going on here? Because collective, we know that it's not you. It's not you. Okay? It's not, or at least it's not all you. Okay? So somebody wants to find help. Somebody wants to get help. Okay? This person is very frustrated right now. because they failed to. Ooh, you guys, my nails is crazy. I need to repaint it. I should just paint it another damn color. But you guys, failure to give oneself. This person knows that they didn't give you enough love, enough energy, enough attention. They didn't pour into you the right way, or at least in a way where, the relationship between the two of you right now wouldn't have turned into what it is right now. Okay? It's because of them not giving themselves, the room, the space to be in a different dynamic. Okay? Failure to give oneself, lack of sacrifice. Yeah. They weren't willing to at the time, they weren't willing to sacrifice. But now that the tables have turned, you can feel their energy. You can feel them. You can feel their anger, their angry energy. Okay? If you ever notice, one way you can tell somebody is mad at you, or if you're mad at someone or some shit like that, is if you get up, you're in your house, okay? Then all of a sudden you walk out your bedroom door, you trip over your shoe. You trip over the shoe, you pick the shoe up, you go to put it away, and you step in a puddle of water. You step in a puddle of water, so now you're looking for the mop. You're looking for the mop, and now you can't find it. Okay? You can't find the mop, so now you're going crazy. Okay? You're going crazy, and you're burning yourself out. Okay? So you're burning yourself out, and now you're exhausted. You're exhausted, and now you can't do any damn thing. You catch my drift, y'all. You see how one thing can lead to another and another and another, and it'll cause some sort of frustration. Okay? The energy happens that way because either somebody who's upset or angry in your energy. Like, another example is if, you got your food in your hand, you turn around, somebody runs into you, the whole plate falls all over your shirt and all over your lap and shit. And then you hear a bunch of commotion right after that. You see how the energy went from calm to just explosive. Okay? That happens when somebody is angry, especially if you're talking about the person as well. If you're talking about them, and next thing you know, you drop your phone. And then you go to pick up your goddamn phone, and then next thing you know, you fall over. And then when you fall over, next thing you know, you fucking scraped yourself. You see what I'm saying? It that's how the energy happens like that. It happens like that when somebody is focusing their negative energy on you. They're thinking of ways that they could get back at you, or how they could deceive you, or how you deceived them, how you made them feel some kind of way. And so they're sending you negative energy. Okay? And this is why it'll have like a ripple effect, and shit will happen like that consecutively, all in like 5 minutes, or all in like an hour, or, something crazy as shit. You'd be like, God damn, I was just chilling. I was just relaxed. I was just minding my business and shit. And then all of a sudden, my whole fucking mood shifted. That's no coincidence. That's somebody in your energy fucking with your energy, okay? Somebody that you probably need to let go of, okay? Because this person is not going to do the same for you, okay? When it comes to anything, they're not going to do what you would do for them at all, okay? And so this person is frustrated. It says frustrated action. So this person now could be doing things out of fucking frustration, okay, towards you. Out of resentment, out of anger, out of pettiness, okay? So now it's no longer about love. It's not even, I did this the other day. There's no love in this spread, okay? There's no love in this spread. There's no love. And I'm pretty sure that at one point, collective, if you did put love and energy into this individual, they literally burn that fucking bridge. Okay? It's their energy. It's their energy. It's not so much of what they're going through. I almost said growing. Okay? And it also doesn't matter if they're growing spiritually. Okay? I works with people that need to, that understand that they need to grow, they need to change. I work with people like that. What I don't fuck with is a motherfucker that knows how shitty they are, or they've been called out on it, and they continue to stay in that same energy. What do you expect me to do? If you stay in that same energy, but you want me to all of a sudden turn around and get sweet and nice and lovey-dovey for you. And see, that's the thing about us sometimes, okay? Collective. This could be for any sign as well, Sometimes it's like when somebody does something, it could be like that for any sign. Sometimes when a person does one little thing that triggers off something in you, some sort of insecurity, some sort of insecurity, something, it can trigger you in a way where it's very lethal. It's not good, okay? It's not good. There's a lot of group conflict, okay, going on, okay? We got the 5 of Wands here, you guys. And you guys, I will be getting another tripod. I'm telling you, this one's going to be so dope. So I have to do all this with the phone. Last one I just broke. But it's this fire sign out here, y'all. This Leo, who's very passive. Passive aggressive could be too. This person is scattered. They don't have it together. They got themselves in some sort of complex situation here. Okay? They got themselves in some sort of complex situation here. You see all this shit going on up there at the top? All these people fighting and shit with the 5 of Wands, but this is in reverse. So can you imagine somebody fighting and it's upside down? The situation is upside down. You got to imagine how fucked up and how scattered that is, okay? This person tricked you. They were in trickster energy, okay? And this is something that they picked up, that they learned from other people. They learned that these were the behaviors of women or men, that this was normal or this is what you do. They were so used to scheming and scamming and tricking that when they came across you, collective, they admired you, and they might have loved you, but they still looked at you like just any old other random situation that they came across in the past. Like, okay, like, but it wasn't until you removed yourself from this situation that you realized you didn't really fucking need to be around this person. They were bringing you down, you and your energy, your vibration. And this person wasn't willing to change. I don't know about you, but depending on depending on where you're at spiritually, I will give you time to change. I will give you time to correct yourself. I will give you time to right your wrongs. Okay? But you can't sit up there and be fucking mad if shit's not going the way that, you hope for it to go. If you're not showing any you know, you say one thing and do another type shit. Like you say you want love, you say you want honesty, you say you want somebody to reciprocate the energy, but here you are not reciprocating the energy, you know? Yikes, you guys. This is a crazy read. So we got the Six of Wands here. Okay, this is a crazy reading, y'all. Six of Wands. Okay, so while this person is scattered and shit, you're making I almost said a conquest. Oh, that is conquest. Or yeah, conquest. Yeah, they probably meant to say conquest, okay? Yeah, you're making progression, okay? At this time, you are being publicly recognized, okay? It says triumph, okay? You have earned every one of your successes. You have earned every one of your successes, okay? And this also could be for a Leo too, okay? And I'm talking about a healed Leo, a Leo who wants to heal, a Leo who wants to change, things of that nature. Leo is really fucking heavy, y'all. Leo is heavy. Okay? We got Leo. Okay? Leo is out here twice and Gemini is out here twice. It's a relationship between a Gemini and a Leo Gemini. Possibly also I've been getting Virgo, so it could be a person who is a Virgo, a Leo Virgo cusp, okay? Yeah. All right, Spirit. What else we need to know? What else we need to know? I'm gonna start with I'm gonna do the Open Hearts deck, you guys. On top of this tarot. Okay. What else we need to know? 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 Distracted. That came out last night or yesterday. I just didn't post the read yesterday, but I told myself, you know what? Even if I'm just, sitting chilling to still record the readings, you guys, distracted, sidetracked, change, delays. So this was a person who, this is a person obviously here who falls into temptation very easily. Okay? Or just doesn't know how to properly, I wouldn't say properly, but just I wouldn't say doesn't know how to move forward either. I would say this is a person who hasn't found themselves yet. They don't know who the fuck they are. They don't know which way to go. Okay? They're distracted by all of the outside influences and such. Okay? What else we need to know, Spirit? What else we need to know for the collective? What else we need to know? Loyalty. Something about loyalty. Trusting, reliability, and believing. So this person got distracted, sidetracked. with someone they were possibly loyal to. We got influences in reverse. So, distracted, loyalty, influences. I'm also getting that this person just got sidetracked. Okay? Because of something. But they want to be loyal to you. Okay? They want to be loyal. We got influences in reverse here. That's attachments, third parties, and peers. That's in reverse. So if this person was supposed to contact you or something like that, or reach out, or you reached out or something, and you didn't hear any response, or you didn't respond back, or whatever, something like that, was because of some sort of distraction. Okay? They were distracted by something that they were loyal to. So this also could be this could be a relationship that they're in and not telling you, or didn't tell you, or lied to you about it, or tried to minimize the situation by saying, oh, we're not together anymore. I don't want to be with this person. This person is this, that, the third, whatever. Okay? It could be one of those situations. Okay? Let me see. So, this person is distracted by dealing with somebody or being around somebody that they were loyal. We can look at this two ways. They were distracted by somebody who they already been with. This could have been a marriage, okay? And it says influences in the reverse. So they're not allowing, now they don't want to allow other outside influences into the dynamic or this dynamic anymore. They're not willing to risk or compromise their situation with this other loyal individual. The person probably pays their bills, does this, does that. And so they made a change, okay? They made a change into trusting something. Trusting some sort of loyalty about somebody's loyalty. And it says influences in reverse. So something about not allowing outside influences in this connection anymore, or in their connection with someone else. Okay? Thank you guys for 6,000 viewers. You guys are wonderful. Okay? Let me see what y'all saying out here. Yeah. Thank you guys for sharing the live. Thank you guys, okay? So, what else do we need to know? 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 All right. Bitterness. Oh my goodness, you guys. Bitterness came out. And you guys, I only got my phone this way because it's charging. But bitterness Resentment. Somebody's holding resentment against you, collective. They're angry. Didn't I just say that? Hurtful words. It could have been something you said. Maybe you might have called this person out. Okay, and to them, it just felt like an attack. Okay, and so they're hurt by that. They're hurt by this. They're holding resentment against you. And this fell on top of the Emperor in reverse up here. And it fell on top of the Knight of Pentacles. So it's like this Emperor wants to give you an offer, but they're holding resentment against you. They're angry. They want to say some hurtful words, or either you said some hurtful words, or you guys exchanged some hurtful words. We also got, what is this? Return. Second chance, opportunity, making amends. Somebody wants to return. And we also got, we got abandon, you guys. Abandon. This person could feel like you just walked away from them. You left them. You were very cold. Okay? And so this is why they are holding this resentment, this anger. Because you walked away. Even if you still have been contacting this person somewhat, they're still hurt over the fact that, you know, you could have like dismissed them in some sort of way or something like that. So they're holding this resentment against you guys. They want to be loyal. They got distracted by other things. Possibly they could have been in a relationship that you had no idea about already. They could have had a marriage going on already and you had no idea about it. Okay, or, you know, it's something that has to do with this person that they're married to. Something about loyalty. And it says distracted loyalty. Yeah, distracted, sidetracked, or just doing what they normally would do. Whoever it is that they are loyal to, doing what they normally would do. But the thing is, this person probably like hid so many things from you so well, or tried to hide these things from you, but you still found out. I'm also getting like either this person could have told you something, okay, and you're realizing it's actually the exact opposite of what this person told you. Okay. Okay, what do they want to say, Spirit? We got the Lover's Oracle deck. Oh, look, and we just got our first message. Okay. I wish I could understand you. So this person could be feeling like you guys just had some sort of misunderstanding, and they really like just clearly don't understand where they fucking went wrong at, or rather they do, and they're trying to fix or make amends with the situation, but you're not giving them the energy, you're not giving them the time of the day. You're not pouring into them like that. You're not overextending yourself. Okay? What else? I don't want to be alone. So, yeah, this person could have went back to this third party or whoever it is that they were already dealing with because they didn't want to be alone. Maybe it was something about your connection that made this person feel like you would leave them at any given moment. Why this person felt that way? Is a good question. Let's see. Let's switch it out. Spirit, why did this person feel like the collective would leave them at any given moment? Because of selfishness, greed, materialism, mistakes, and imperfections. So they knew that eventually whatever this was, it would catch up to them with, according to you or in your energy. The greediness, the selfishness, it would catch up to them, and they knew that you probably would eventually leave. Okay? Because of the mistakes. It says mistakes, imperfections. Okay. Because they were imperfect. Okay. And you know what? For some people, thank you guys for the hearts. For some people, some people out there just don't feel good enough. I don't know. Some people out there are not like affectionate enough. They need to learn how to be more affectionate. Sometimes it just takes a little bit of time away from that person just to see like what's really up. Like, do you really want that person? Do you feel relieved once that person is not around? Do you feel weird not talking to them? Things like that. Like, how do you really truly feel? That does matter, okay? It matters. I know your heart space, your heart chakra, your feelings, it matters. And, nobody deserves to have their feelings, dismissed for whatever reason, okay? We got the Knight of Pentacles. We got this fire sign out here again, y'all. Look, fire. This person is a very stubborn individual. It's like they want to have control and authority over you. It also says animalistic, which means I'm feeling like this person has no boundaries. They don't respect boundaries, or you have to put a boundary up against this motherfucker. They're very materialistic. They're dull, like spiritually dead. Like there's no life in them. There's no sign of life other than their eyes blinking, okay? Other than their eyes being open and you seeing them breathing. That's the only sign of life. But other than that, spiritually, there's no sign of life in this person. At least not right now. This person is stubborn. They have to learn how to get out of their fucking own way. Like, you're in your own fucking way. You're in your own way of healing. But, they don't want to be alone. But it's like, okay, if you don't want to be alone, you can continue to stay where the fuck you're at. But just know that if you don't heal, it's going to continue to be toxic. What else do they want to say? What else do they want to say? Is it over, collective? They want to know. Regardless of whatever happened in the past couple of hours, they just want to know from the bottom of their heart, is it really over between the two of y'all? Like, they're wondering, like, okay, so it's really over. So we're not going to try this anymore. We're just going to go our own separate ways, you know? Is what this person is thinking. Wow. Why do I feel this way? This person, okay, collective. This person has deep feelings for you. They're not showing it. They could be distracted by a bunch of other shit going on, family issues, work issues, just everyday things that they're, doing and have going on. But this person feels some type of way about you. I just said, feel. Why do I feel this way? Why? It's something about you, collective, that makes this person feel some sort of way. Okay? Especially how everything has played out. Okay? They feel some sort of way. There's some sort of there's some sort of blockage, okay? They have going on in their heart chakra. I don't know what triggered this. I don't know if this was you. I don't really think this was you, collective. But something about you triggered this wound in this person. Some sort of wound. Oh my goodness. All the cars falling all over the place right here. All right, so let's see. Let's see. Let's see what's going on. Let's see. Let's see. Cause I think we heard enough. Okay? Let's see. Spirit, what can you tell us, okay, about this situation? The overall message for the situation, the overall conclusion and messages for the situation, please, for the collective. Let's see what we need to know. What do we need to know? Hold on, you guys. When we do the what do we need to know, I like for you guys to actually see how I'm pulling the cards, okay? What do we need to know, Spirit? What do we need to know? Conflict and commotion. There is some conflict and commotion going on in the background, okay, with this person. You know, and I already pulled that right here, okay? There's a lot of conflict and commotion. I'm sorry, not that one. A lot of conflict and commotion going on right here, okay? But it's like Spirit dropped these motherfuckers on their head. Y'all remember that song with Lil Wayne? I'ma pick the world up and I'ma drop it on your fucking head. Because I'ma pick the world up and I'ma drop it on your fucking head. Motherfuckers have been dropped on their goddamn head, man. Oh my God. Abandoned, returned, distracted. Jesus, bro. Oh my goodness. Like, we just need some fucking stable energy, though. Can we get some goddamn stable energy? Like, why is it always like this with this individual? They're a fucking mess, bro. They're a mess. A hot motherfucking mess. Okay? And all of that mess is starting to spill into your fucking world, your energy. Yeah, this is somebody who's connected to a karmic group of people. It's several people that they deal with who live and choose to lead an unhealthy lifestyle. Or rather, this is someone, who's connected to individuals who have it together, but they just refuse to get it together. Okay? What else we need to know? This person has father wounds. Maybe, at some point in their life, their father wasn't in the picture. And it's caused them to, it's caused wounds, for one, okay? Because of the absence of a person who could have taught them right from wrong, okay, when it came to this shit. Hold on, y'all. I gotta do the puzzle. There we go. TikTok, I have you do like some little puzzle to make sure like you're still there and shit. So yeah. Okay, we got father wounds. Oh my God, you guys. What else does the collective need to know? Boss. You done bossed up. Okay? You a boss out here in these streets. Okay? You know how to get it. You done got it out the mud, or, you done turned your motherfucking life around to the point where, you a fucking boss now. What else we need to know? They love toxicity. It's like these motherfuckers thrive in that shit. They don't like love, affection, calmness, meditation, peace, spirituality, learning. They rather fucking be toxic. Toxic as they possibly fucking can. They love it. You might have noticed, like, when you were probably dealing with this individual, like, they tried to bait you into fucking arguing a lot. Or they tried to, like, project a lot of the negative energy that was going on with them for that day or around that time. They like to project that onto you when you're, like, just happy-go-lucky, living life, moving forward, trying to heal, grow. And then you got somebody who comes into your energy, and they're very nasty, have a very nasty disposition, okay? And little by little, while you're loving and nurturing, you started to notice more and more about this person, about how toxic they were and how they would literally choose to be toxic, okay? Versus addressing some shit like an adult or responsible person or something like that. Yeah. Heartbreak. This person is feeling some sort of way, and so are you. You guys are feeling this way about each other, honestly. What else we need to know? We got arguments. Didn't I just say this person like to try to bait you into fucking arguments? Or this person is also arguing with a lot of people. That's where we get that conflict card, okay? With everybody fighting with those damn sticks. But they're upside down, though. So it's a mess. God damn. See, this is why you stayed away from this person. This is why you keep your fucking distance from this person. Because you continue to see this shit. This shit continues to happen. There's no change. There's no changed behavior. There's no growth. Okay? There's no changed behavior. Okay? That is wild, y'all. Okay, let's get one more for the collective. Water. This person needs you. They know that they need you. You guys could benefit from each other, need each other. But I feel like it's one person in this connection that's extremely stubborn and won't do what they know is right. They're bound to their lower selves or something like that. I don't know what that is. It's like it takes time for everybody. Everybody learns certain things at their own pace. So I would just try not to even get too upset at this person because they literally don't even have the knowledge, the wisdom, or the experience to sustain a connection with an individual like you unless it's involving sexual activities or money. It's something that, you know what I'm saying, could really like be put, I wouldn't say be put last, but it really could be something that doesn't have to be on the forefront like that. Okay, it could be like just a real genuine friendship, but this person doesn't know how to have that with you. They don't know how to have a genuine friendship. They say that, hey, you know, you guys are not together, this, that, and third, and that they want to still stay connected to you and be friends with you, but they don't know how to befriend you now because you exposed them. You exposed their true nature. They're upset about that. Like, how dare you fucking call me out for my bullshit? This person has a lot of pride and ego. These goddamn father wounds out here, man. It's like, go talk to someone. Something. Because this path is literally mentally unhealthy. You can also notice that this person has like some sort of mental health decline or some sort of mental health issue that you've noticed. Some sort of mental health issues. They're declining somewhere. I don't know, you guys. This is just like, I'm going to tap back into the energy again, you guys. I'm going to do one card here from the New Orleans Voodoo Tarot deck. Okay. So let's just get one from here, Spirit. And then I'll read it off to you guys. I'm going to have to look for it inside the book. But it shouldn't take me but, a second. Let's see. So what do they need to know, Spirit, from the Voodoo Tarot deck? What do they need to know? Please give us one message, Spirit. What do they need to know? What do they need to know from this overall experience? Okay, Spirit gave us 2. So let's get this book out. This is the New Orleans Voodoo Tarot deck book. So, we got 3. I didn't know this was 3. Okay. So we got We got Oshun energy. Okay, this is Santeria. We have Rada. And let me pronounce this, you guys. This is Erzuli Frida Dahomey, or Dahomey. Almost look like it says Dahomey, okay? So we'll call her Erzuli. So we got Oshun, Erzuli. Oh my God. And we got the Congo. We got Mambo. Why? Look, you guys. Look, y'all. There's 3 women in this energy. Meaning, this could mean several things. So I am going to say this could be 3 women that this individual is dealing with. Look at them. They're all, and this never happened, you guys. Anytime I pulled it, it's either a man, it's some water, it's something. But this is the first time that 3 women have popped up in the energy. Okay? Like, you know, one of these cards could represent you. Another one could represent the wife or something like that. And there could be a third party as well. So there's like 3 individuals that this person was dealing with or is dealing with. Okay, at least 3 individuals. So we'll start with Erzuli. Okay, so let's look for Erzuli in this book. Where is she at? Just give me 1 second, you guys. Erzuli, and okay, we got Oshun and Mambo. That's a very powerful spread. Wow. And they're all 3 females. Okay, so look, we'll start off, since we found her first, we'll start off with Oshun, okay? Because we got Oshun here, okay? So Oshun is the Santeria, goddess of love. She is the patron of the earthly aspects of love, as well as of art and dance. The emotions she expresses are deeply tied to sacred earth. As a deity of love, Oshun shares many attributes with Erzuli, but there are no tears in her self-assured demeanor. She carries within herself the powerful love firmly planted in Earth's steadying influence. This card pictures her with a fan, okay, and mirrors, illusion. But pictures her with a fan, okay, and mirrors, illusion. But she, I'm trying to get to what this means. So this is the contemplation. Okay, her primary attributes are the emotions that she has, that she gives, that she resides in, and that she grows from. So it says, take stock of your loves. Look at the ways in which they take on substance form. This is one of the faces of Oshun. Okay? We got one more thing. We got divination. It's something about emotions and her being a goddess of love, with many attributes, but no tears. So this is a very tough individual. Somebody who has thick skin. Something about love. She knows how to alchemize the energy, okay, when it comes to love, even if it's heartbreak, okay? So let's see. Can we find Erzuli or can we find Mambo? Okay, let's see. Who do we find next? Hey, that's tight, y'all, right? I said hoodoo. Who do we find next? I'm reading the New Orleans Voodoo Tarot deck. Hoodoo, voodoo, okay? I know it's two different things. Let's see what else. So I'm still tripping the fuck out, y'all, because there's 3 women in the energy. Wow, and they just literally all popped out at the same fucking time. Wow, is Spirit trying to tell us something? I definitely think so. Okay, we got the Congo. We got Mambo here. We found Mambo. Okay, this is her. So with her, the Mambo is water of water, the very part of water. Okay, so something about water again. Okay, this card shows a blue snake wrapped around the Mambo's waist. Do y'all see that snake right there? I didn't even notice that. Yeah, look. Okay, I see the snake. Okay, I see the water. It says she perfectly reflects all around her, that her own image is nearly imperceptible. Okay, let's get to the contemplation here. It says she has a dreamy, tranquil personality, which tends to express itself poetically. Water rushes from her hands, and she seems to be enveloped in a flow of water, which takes the form of her hair. So her hair is the water as well. Okay. So it's like she's connected with the earth, with water. That's very interesting. Okay. And last but not least, we have their Arazuli. Who is Arazuli and what is this about? What is this card about, Spirit? Sorry, you guys. What is this card about? What is this card about in the Voodoo Tarot deck? Okay. In the Voodoo Tarot deck. Let's see, y'all. I'm getting there. Let's see. Okay, so I guess I must have passed it up. Okay. We looking for Arazuli. Arazuli. Oh, wow. So it's in between here, y'all. She getting hard to find. Who is this Arazuli? Hard to fucking keep up with, okay? Arazuli. Oh my God, where you at, girl? Okay. This is letting me know that whoever this energy is, right? That this person is dealing with, this is the hardest person to get in contact with, or the hardest person to find. This could be you. You could be the Arazuli, okay? And you're not so easily able to find. And you guys, why can't I find her? I know she's in here somewhere. But you guys, I'ma just, if I can't find it at this moment, I'm going to do a separate reading on this, because there's something about her energy. She doesn't want to be, she's not out there, okay? She's not easy to find. So whoever this woman is, she's not easy to find. She's not a person that, you know what I mean? She's a person who takes care of herself. Okay, we got it. We got her, y'all. We got her. Let's see. So it says something about her emotions, reflecting on the mirrors in the card, which point to their fleeing images to the transitory and ever-shifting airy nature of the emotions. You guys, why do we get 3 fucking emotions out here? We got 3 emotions cards, okay? We got 3, okay? So it's definitely 3 women in this person's energy. Or there's definitely you and 2 other women in this emperor. Is it the emperor? The King of Cups? Yeah. Or is this the emperor? Yeah, the emperor in reverse. So there's 3 women in the energy of this emperor in reverse. Oh, wow. Okay. So let's get to the contemplation. It says the board ship of Erzuli stands upon its deck and moves through the clouds into the deep astral waters of the moon. This all has to do with water, emotions. It's like all of these individuals are in their emotions about this emperor, this false emperor, the emperor in reverse here. It says here is all possible. Desire is answered in telling. Deep within, you know it is so. Imagining beyond possibility. The jolt of shattered dreams. Okay. You know, I'm going to dive deeper into these 3. I'm going to keep them out here because there's something about these 3. Okay? Oshun, Erzuli, and Mambo. Okay? There's 3 women. There's 3 women in this emperor in reverse's energy. Okay? They could be a fire sign. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. He's dealing with you and 2 other women. Okay? Wow. And they all 3 have like some very powerful energy here. All 3 of these women. Okay? That's probably why there's been a lot of heavy energy surrounding this connection. Okay, with this person who has father wounds. They probably never learned how to love one woman. Their father probably abandoned them, most likely abandoned them and the mother at some point. And so all they know how to do or knew how to do was be a player and play multiple women, sleep with multiple women, keep multiple women, things of that nature. Wow, y'all, I can't believe the reading ending like this. There's 3 women here in this energy. Like I said, collective, you very much so could be one of them. Okay, you definitely are one of them. Another one, you probably sensed or felt in the energy. And then you also felt a distant third energy from somebody else attached to this emperor in reverse. But let's say if you're the Erzuli, okay? I got to pronounce the names right. You have a Mambo in your energy. And look, does it look like she, look at her expression. Look at all of their expressions. Okay? She's looking like she got some tricks up her sleeve. She's looking like she got some tricks up her sleeve. And she's looking like I got some tricks up my sleeve too. Something about a fan here. This person could have bought you a fan, something similar to this. Any of these items here. Okay? The Mambo, yeah, she's got that snake on her belly, okay? And she's controlling this water, this emotion from this individual. She's the one controlling this individual's energy, where their time goes and things of that nature. You could also be this Erzuli here that, you just sitting pretty, you staying out the way, you take care of yourself, whatever. And then you also got Oshun over here, who's very, very strategic, okay, as well. And doesn't show her hand, okay? Wow, y'all, I'm just still tripping out how the reading ended like that. It ended. It's the first time that's ever happened. It's like these three women have finally shown themselves in this connection with this false emperor that you've been dealing with. Like I said, you absolutely could feel at least the Mambo's energy. Okay. And you also know that there's some Oshun. There's this Oshun energy somewhere off into the background, which is this other person, this third party, this fourth party. Okay. Yeah. That's it, y'all. That's the message. That's the message. This person has multiple women in their energy, multiple women that they are dealing with. Okay. And if you look at them, they all look good. They're all beautiful. Okay. And they all have their own sense of energy that they bring into the connection. Okay. One can bring a overflow of a beauty or something like that. One of them can bring them an overflow of love and emotions. One of them can bring them overflow of curiosity, spontaneous, acts, something of that nature. So it's like each of these three individuals bring this emperor some sort of feeling that the other one can't give. That's what I'm getting. It's definitely what I'm getting here. And this person is probably just not used to choosing one individual. Okay? They never learned correctly how to properly love and court and be or whatever. You know what I mean? So in their life, it's going to always be some sort of conflict or commotion with several different people in their energy fighting for their attention or in their energy, and don't know that this person is attending to other people or showing attention to other people. So y'all, we're going to leave it right here. I know this is the truth. This is the truth right here. This is what it is, okay? The shit has hit the fan, okay? It's out in the open now. So, I would just say, take what resonates with this, leave what doesn't. I am going to get ready and take care of what I need to do. I will upload this on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. So just be on the lookout for that. Again, if you don't get this full replay here on TikTok, you can get it on Facebook, you can get it on Instagram, and you can definitely get it on my YouTube, okay? So until then, you guys, I will see you guys on the next one.